Hey gamers! Welcome back to Nick Plays. Today we're diving into 10 open-world games that despite massive anticipation, didn't quite meet expectations. From empty promises to broken mechanics, these titles left fans questioning why did I pre-order this? Let's start at number 10 and work our way to the ultimate hype disaster. Kicking us off at number 10, Days Gone Remastered. Sony's 2019 cult hit got a 4K glow-up. Days Gone fans have been quite dedicated to the game ever since it first released. Despite Ben Studios saying that there won't be a sequel, gamers have never once lost hope that more content would eventually come out. While it isn't Days Gone 2, most fans were overjoyed when they learned that the game would get a major upgrade, known as Days Gone Remastered. But fans hoped for a sequel teaser instead. They got nothing. The remaster added DualSense haptics and ray tracing, but the repetitive missions and still unresolved story threads? Oof. Ben Studios' silence on a sequel? Even worse. Number 9, Forspoken. Square Enix's magic parkour RPG that felt as empty as its protagonist's dialogue. Promised a revolutionary, open world but delivered fetch quests and cringeworthy lines like, "I just moved shit with my mind." The 2025 Definitive Edition fixed some textures, but the damage was done. Legacy Steam player count dropped 90% within 3 months.
Treasure chests dot the landscapes and contain items used for crafting or trading with vendors back in Sepal. Mana is earned by leveling up, but it can also be found in glowing pools around Mafia. Collecting enough mana allows Frey to unlock new spells.
Number 8. Star Wars Outlaws. Ubisoft's Scoundrel Fantasy had us dreaming of Han Solo the game. Instead, janky stealth, microtransactions for cosmetic blasters, and a story as forgettable as Rise of Skywalker. Massive entertainment, reevaluating post-launch plans after 60% player drop. Star Wars Outlaws is a game that many fans were excited for, given the prominence of the IP. Ubisoft had a gold mine on its hands, but certain elements of this game prevented it from reaching the heights it deserved. The gameplay reveal of this title was far from impressive, turning off many fans who were weighing their options when it came to this title. Despite bringing some interesting ideas to the table, Star Wars Outlaws failed to amass impressive sales, leading to Ubisoft facing a financial crisis not long after. The force was not with this one. Number 7, Mafia 3. The Mafia games had their fair share of fans who loved the authentic setting and engaging stories of these titles. Fans expected more of the same from Mafia 3, which delivered an engaging story but rubbed fans the wrong way with other additions to the gameplay and open-world structure. The game tried to incorporate stealth mechanics that felt pretty bare-bones, and it didn't help that players had to engage with a ton of open-world busywork to make progress in the story. Previous games in the series had been criticized for a lack of interesting side content, but Mafia 3 floundered in its attempts to make up for these issues. A Mafia the Old Country prequel is set for 2026. Fans remain skeptical.
I'll put one in his ear! A Rushman 20!
Number 6. Starfield. Todd Howard's Skyrim in Space Stream? More like Loading Screen Simulator 2023. The procedural planets felt barren, and the writing, let's just say Vasco the robot had more personality. People didn't appreciate the lack of innovations and the unskippable cutscenes that prevented space travel from feeling seamless. All of this led to a title where players had to ignore some puzzling video game elements to enjoy this title. Update: Shattered Space DLC, late 2025, aims to fix exploration too little, too late. Number 5. No Man's Sky. The king of hype disasters. Promised 18 quintillion planets and delivered 18 quintillion empty rocks. But 7 years of updates turned it into a cult classic. Redemption arc? More like a miracle. Hello Games and Sean Murray wasted no time in marketing No Man's Sky as a genre-defining title that let players explore a massive universe that was ridiculously expansive. Players were promised the moon, only to check out a launch product that was lacking numerous promised features. The backlash against No Man's Sky was massive, so it was amazing to see Hello Games weather the criticism and put their heads down, making sure to integrate every missing feature into the game with future updates while adding new gameplay elements too. As things stand, No Man's Sky is one of the most content-rich survival games players can check out to enjoy a zen time. Over 10 million players post updates, but the sting of 2016 lingers. Number 4. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, where do we start? Launched so broken, it got yanked from the PlayStation Store. The Phantom Liberty expansion and Update 2.0 fixed it, but the game that killed pre-orders still haunts Night City. Just like No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk 2077 was another title that failed to deliver on its many promises. Numerous critical features were missing at launch, and it didn't help that the game was loaded with bugs and glitches that highlighted its unfinished state. As a result, the game sparked a controversy that took a long while to die down. With numerous updates and a DLC that lets players enjoy CD Projekt Red's work at its very best, it's easy to see why Cyberpunk 2077 deserves the praise it earned as one of the most improved open-world games that immerse players in the rich setting of Night City. Future: CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2 is an early dev. Fans are cautiously optimistic.
¡Órale, con una chingada! ¡Andando!
Number 3. Dragon's Dogma 2. Capcom's sequel hyped next-gen pawn AI until players realized next-gen meant 20 FPS in cities. The microtransaction scandal? Cherry on top. Recovery. Performance patches helped, but player counts dropped 60% post-launch. Dragon's Dogma slowly gained steam as one of the most action-packed RPGs players could get their hands on. Each class felt unique and amazing to control, making it easy to see why fans wanted to see more of what this gameplay loop could offer with the sequel. Unfortunately, Dragon's Dogma 2 failed to capture the magic of its predecessor for numerous reasons. A broken PC release, predatory microtransactions, and a failure to build up on the promising gameplay of the first title led to Dragon's Dogma 2 disappointing many fans, serving as a permanent blemish on an otherwise stellar track record for Capcom in recent times. Number 2. Horizon Forbidden West. Don't get me wrong, it's stunning, but Guerrilla oversold its groundbreaking story. By 2025, it's remembered for robot dinosaurs, not its forgettable NPCs. There's no denying that Horizon Forbidden West is one of the most beautiful PS5 games fans can get their hands on. It helps that the action-packed combat ensures that players will love tackling the numerous robotic creatures and dinosaurs in this game, both old and new. However, two areas where the game suffers are the lack of memorable characters and an open world that can overwhelm players from the get-go. The first game naturally increased the scope of the series as the narrative progressed, and the fact that this design is missing in the sequel hurts Forbidden West more than people could have imagined. Next move, a Horizon Zero Dawn remaster is in dev for PS5 Pro, because why not?
If it keeps spreading, nothing will grow.
That's why we have to fix it. Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
I see a few ways down. What are we after exactly?
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds calm.
And the number 1 spot, Watch Dogs. Ubisoft's 2014 graphics downgrade heard round the world. That E3 demo? Pure smoke and mirrors. Chicago felt emptier than a Reddit AMA with Todd Howard. The franchise died with Legion, good riddance. Legacy. Watch Dogs became a meme for over-promising, under-delivering. The pre-release hype surrounding Watch Dogs is something that fans still remember to this day. Coming around the dawn of the next generation of video gaming, the amazing visuals and fun hacking gameplay led to fans anticipating a title that could show what consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One could achieve. Unfortunately, the post-launch response to Watch Dogs became an infamous milestone in video game history. The game reduced its graphical quality for consoles and featured a poorly executed story that was way too serious, leading to fans finding the gameplay of Watch Dogs to be nowhere near as revolutionary as the marketing made it out to be.
Sai do carro.
Ei, tem alguém atirando aqui.
Agree with the rankings? Let's fight in the comments. Smash that like button if you've been burned by hype, subscribe for more brutal honesty, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay skeptical, gamers.